Hello and welcome back to the Fox Strength Performance YouTube channel. I am Taylor Fox and I'm going through some injuries right now, so it hasn't been a fun week. I've had like a nagging lateral epicondylitis for a little bit, kind of off and on, but that gets exacerbated by low bar squatting and then a lot of pressing. So obviously I've been trying to work on the press a lot lately, and then I wanted to get back into some low bar squatting. I kind of backed off of it once this started to onset, but really haven't been able to get it to go away, given that I've still kind of kept up the pressing volume. And then yesterday I was doing a box squat with the transformer bar. Didn't really feel like anything crazy. Like I had done 639 2 weeks before this, or sorry, 1 week before this. And then I was like, I'm not going to go nuts today. I'm just going to kind of try to do some reps with 617. Literally sat back into the first rep and felt adductor go on the right side. It was funny because I had my left hip wrapped. It's been a struggle for today, like pretty anticlimactic that I just kind of sat back and felt it. And then I was like, I got to go forward at least the one rep and try not to put so much force into it that it makes it worse. But it's definitely been painful for today and hindered me a little bit. Thankfully, I had like seated pressing, so coming in here to do my log press on the incline from bottoms up position. So I was like, well, let's, I have a programmed like 95%, I think, but let's just like establish a max for this today. And honestly, it didn't feel as good as it's been feeling in past weeks, but I ended up working up to a 350 max 1RM, and it was like, it felt good coming off the pins, but then it kind of like lagged towards lockout, but I locked it out, and I was like, it is what it is. That's, going off that kind of system of like max for the day, like that's my max for the day. Like I can't do anything about it. And having missed 370 weeks before, I was like, I'm not, trying to go nuts, because like I went high, didn't work, so I went on the lower end and tried to make smaller jumps, and this is what I got to. So not a good training week overall. And it's like because of the injury, I really didn't get my giant sets. I've had some peroneal tendonitis on the right ankle, which may, be the reason for this issue to begin with now. But haven't really been doing like a lot of the dynamic stuff, moving around a ton that's written into the program, just because I haven't been able to. Like I can't move very efficiently, and that's just gotten worse as the weeks go on. So I was happy to like get the pull-ups in, get the band rotations in, get my pressing volume in, like get some heavy weight, but then get a good amount of volume. I did some seated overhead pin pressing, similar concept to the way I've been doing the log, and worked up to 225. So I did a triple, double, single with low rest, took a little bit more rest after the single, came back, did a single, a double, and then just hit a set of 5 because that self felt good. And I was like, let's push it for a couple more reps to finish this off. So I was pretty happy with that. And I needed to run out of the gym because I had some other things I had to attend to. And then I was like, I'll get some extra pressing volume and accessories in the garage today and film that as well. So I'm going to do some floor press, just going to rep out 225 with chains, and then we'll move on to some JM pressing with the SSB, and I'll probably use chains for that as well, and then maybe some other accessories just based off how I feel with those things. So let's get after it. Dawkins is pretty grumpy today because he hasn't had a lot of time outside, and it's pouring rain, and he's like wants to play, and he's not getting enough attention, even though he's a spoiled dog. You're fine. Oh, I set this a little high, given all the things I have set up with my rack. And of course, there's Dawkins here who's going to try to interfere. You're fine. Go lay down. He also gets scared during storms. Over here. Oh, yeah. Ah! So Dawkins went inside, getting a little too rowdy. I'm just going to try to finish up. I came up with this finisher based on some other stuff that Brian Alsruhe has written in, Four Horsemen. That basically start with a pretty heavy jam press on the SSB with chains. Try to do between 4 to 6 reps. Hoping for 5, and then I'll just do 6. The next set, once I strip 10s off each side, 7, 8, and so on. And I try to get down to just the bar with chains and then do like a high rep set at the end with that. So let's see how this goes. I'm trying to pump them triceps up. Oh, that might have been a little too heavy. Oh, yeah. So that was the weight I thought I was starting with. I got a little over ambitious with plates. So 4 reps, did a single with what ended up being 230 plus the chain weight, 210 for a triple, 190 for 4. Now we'll strip to 170. So I thought that was pretty good to jump to that and do 6 at 170. So we'll strip again and go 150 and then strip the 45. All right. So that'll be it for chain press. I think that went pretty well, except for the fact that I started way too heavy. So I'll have to make sure don't do that next time. A 230-pound JM press with 80 pounds of chains on the bar is not good to just jump in at. Oh well. So I got this shake strap attachment from Slingshot since they were running some sales. I think it's pretty cool. I was doing a lot with bands in a similar fashion, but now I got this, so like it adds some perturbation to stability as you're going through these movements, which I think is a good variation to do. And it also provides like that kickback aspect, so I can really get a full range and a lot of range of motion. I had to bring out the guns, you know. So this is great for face pulls as well. So it's more than just for like push downs or other tricep exercises like that. But that's all I got for today. So keep lifting those heavy weights and hold strong.